Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to another video on ForgottenWeapons.com. I'm Ian McCollum, and I'm out at the range today, courtesy of Morphe's, with an FN Cal. This was FN's pretty much unsuccessful first attempt at a 5.56 rifle. They would replace this with the FN FNC, which was a far more successful design. The Cal is really a quite scarce gun. Note it is distinctive for these three reinforcing ribs on the magazine well. That's how you can easily distinguish them from an FNC at a distance. Pretty rare in the US, and this one is a registered full-auto machine gun. So we're going to go ahead and do a little bit of shooting with it because I've never actually had the opportunity to shoot one of these. So its standard magazine is 20 rounds, not quite the same as an AR-15 mag. Note that AR mags, despite the fact that they have a very similar locking catch, not interchangeable, will not fit in there. So, you can see on the side here we have a 4-position selector, so safe, single, 3-round, and full. Start with semi. Not bad. Pretty basic 5.56, fairly light, a little bit of a crispness to the recoil there. I sound like a wine connoisseur now. All right, how about full? Let's see how that does. That is pretty darn fast, and again, remarkably controllable. We've got an FAL style muzzle brake out here that is really doing its job quite well. Until I run out of ammo. All right, we're back. This is more fun than I expected it would be. It's like a lot of fun. In some ways, it's actually more pleasant to shoot in full auto than it was on semi, which is weird. For the record, while I feel slightly like the character out of Heat, he did not use an FN Cal, he used an FN FNC, so not quite the same gun, but whew. Also, 20-round magazines empty extremely fast on full auto. That is something you will never see in movies. It's burst after burst after burst after burst, when in reality it's about half a second and bloop, out of fun time. So I'm gonna go reload this yet again. That is a really pleasant gun to shoot. I mean, pretty much all select fire 5.56s more or less are, but FN did a good job on this. It's unfortunate that some of the other issues with the Cal led to it not being a commercial success. If you're interested in all the details, I do have a full video tearing down the Cal and talking about its history that you can check out. Alright guys, hopefully you enjoyed the video. Big thanks to Morphe's for giving me the opportunity to do some shooting with one of these. They are very scarce guns in semi-auto, much less select fire. So, do our normal closeout and just empty this last mag. Thanks for watching. That is easy, and that goes really quickly.